Visit them. They'll be happy to help you read more about it.
The world's greatest illusionists, Siegfried and Roy.
I don't mind getting out of a box, but at my age, I'm not getting into one. Not me.
Tonight, we proudly present the world's finest magicians gathered from every corner of the globe to mystify, amaze, and enchant. From Disneyland in Anaheim, California, it's Disney's Magic in the Magic Kingdom.
For the first time you saw Sleeping Beauty? I was 5 years old, and I refused to leave the theater. I couldn't figure out why my parents chose to live in Walnut Creek, California, when they could have lived in the enchanted forest. For months, I dreamt that I'd wake up and look out of the bedroom window, and instead of staring into my neighbor's garage, I'd be overlooking Sleeping Beauty's castle. Of course, I knew there's no way that dream could ever come true. Until I came to Disneyland.
Those of you who haven't yet visited the Magic Kingdom might think that Sleeping Beauty's castle here isn't really a castle at all. Like those movie sets where the buildings are just fake fronts. Well, believe me, this castle is more than just a pretty face.
Walt Disney wanted the castle big, but not so big it would overpower the guests that came to visit. So instead of being cold and threatening, you get a feeling of warmth and friendliness the moment you see it.
It took over a year and a half to bring this storybook castle to life. The massive stonework used to build it was meant to last as long as the medieval castles that inspired it. The tallest tower soars 80 feet above the moat that surrounds the castle and can be seen from every area of the park. It was placed here, at the heart of Disneyland, to serve as a constant reminder to every visitor that you have entered a world of fantasy, a world where anything can happen.
Tonight, this fantasy world is about to become even more fantastic. Without camera tricks or video effects, two of the most incredible magicians of all time are going to attempt one of the most incredible illusions of all time, the disappearance of Sleeping Beauty's castle. Let me repeat, there are no camera tricks involved here, no editing, no pre-recording. Everything is happening just as you see it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the world's greatest illusionists, Siegfried and Roy.
What a wonderful night for magic.
When we first decided we are going to try to make the castle disappear, we noticed a little concern from some of the people who live here.
Yeah, that's right.
Hi, Mickey.
They thought that once the castle was gone, we wouldn't be able to bring it back.
Oh. But then we explained we wouldn't have to bring it back. This isn't just a castle built out of brick and stone. It's built out of imagination. And there is no magic strong enough to make it disappear forever. Okay?
And we even decided to help.
If this works, all we will be seeing in a few minutes are the lights behind the castle. And our friend standing on an empty piece of prime real estate.
Is Dave dead meat? Monday. This is NBC News.
Thank you. One of the key elements of the escape attempt you're about to see is that none of the restraint devices that Dean Gunnarsson will be placed in have been supplied by him. Like the great Harry Houdini, he insists that the handcuffs, shackles, and even this locked cage over here that he'll be sealed in are provided by experts in their field. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the world's most foremost escape artists, Dean Gunnarsson. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Hope to see you all real soon.
Unlike most escapes, Dean will be totally visible through the wire mesh that surrounds this shark cage. He'll be handcuffed and chained to the cage itself under the supervision of Don Shepard from the Anaheim Police Department. Now, the handcuffs and the leg irons that you brought along with you, are they all regulation police issue?
Absolutely. The only way you can get out of them is with a hacksaw.
Now, how long would it take for somebody to go through one of these things with a hacksaw?
At least 10 minutes.
Okay, at least 10 minutes. Now, imagine holding your breath for 10 minutes. In preparation for his escape, Dean has been practicing controlled breathing to increase the time he can remain underwater. So far, he can hold his breath for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. The padlocks have been supplied by registered locksmith Greg Brault. Now, tell us about the locks there, Greg.
Well, these are maximum security padlocks that are made with hardened steel, so that means you cannot saw through them with a hacksaw or open them by banging on them with a sledgehammer or even firing a .45 caliber gun at them at close range.
There we see the last locks being attached. But once that Officer Shepard has determined that Dean has been securely handcuffed and chained to the cage will be hoisted into the air and lowered into the submarine lagoon here at Disneyland. As a precautionary measure, we have 2 divers in the lake that are prepared to free Dean from the shark cage should a problem develop. We also have an ambulance and paramedic staff on standby. Well, Officer Don, the shackles, are they shackled?
They're shackled and secured.
Thank you very much, Officer Don. I must stress to you that this is a performance by a master in the art of escape. The element of danger is not an illusion. No attempt to recreate any aspect of what you are about to see should even be considered. Ladies and gentlemen, the escape artistry of Dean Gunnarsson. The cage has entered the water and the clock has been started. Now, if you like, take a deep breath now and see how long you can hold it. But no matter how long you can hold your breath, imagine struggling at the same time to free yourself from the chains and handcuffs that are locked around Dean Gunnarsson. Our underwater camera is providing a live picture to monitors on the surface so that our audience will never have to take their eyes off the cage. It's 30 seconds. How many of you are still holding your breath? Okay, he's got one hand free. He's out of the first set of handcuffs. 1 minute and 2 seconds. It's been 1 minute and 17 seconds. Now, as I said before, we do have paramedics standing by, and divers are ready to free him from the cage if a problem develops. Dean tried this escape earlier today. He got into some trouble with the first set of handcuffs, and our divers had to race in and pull him out of the cage. He's out of the second set of handcuffs. He's got the leg shackles off. He's banging on the wire mesh. It looks like he's prying the mesh open with a handcuff. He's got a piece of wire from the mesh, and it looks like he's trying to pick the lock. Oh, he is. He's picking the lock with a piece of wire.
Dash, part of the spirit of Hampton Roads.